Officially, their marriage is over, and don't expect any surprises because, as they say, once a cheater, always a cheater. It appears that Kirk made the same clumsy move that previously destroyed their relationship. So hold on to your wigs, because Jasmine Washington is the one responsible for this breakup. Not only has Kirk been covertly seeing Jasmine once more, but he has also gotten her pregnant for the second time. Talk about deja vu. The drama erupted when Kirk was discovered and, rather than admitting to his eating, he began to act as though he had been tired of Rasheeda all along. We all know that this is merely a ruse to hide his dirty little secret. After 25 years of ups and downs, Rasheeda has reportedly filed for divorce. It's been a long time coming, in my opinion. So let's go back a little and end this messy relationship, because, trust me, who could blame her for the betrayal? From the beginning, it's been quite the ride. Rasheeda and Kirk have been one of the longest-running couples on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, but their marriage has been harmed by Kirk's adultery since the beginning. In Season 2, for example, Kirk accused Rasheeda of cheating when she became pregnant, which is akin to calling the kettle black. In one of the most notorious moments in Love and Hip Hop history, Kirk cheated on Rasheeda on camera while on vacation. This man's insolence is even worse in Season 3. Kirk was brave enough to say, "Take a DNA test to confirm Rasheeda's baby's paternity." Can you imagine how embarrassing that must have been for her? And let's not forget about the drama involving Rasheeda's mother, Charlene. You may recall the time she ran over Kirk's motorcycle during a furious argument. That's what I call mama bear energy. In spite of all of this, Rasheeda has been by Kirk's side for years, but it appears that his most recent betrayal of Jasmine Washington was the last straw. Can you blame her? This isn't the first time Jasmine has gotten in the way of them. Back in Season 6, it was disclosed that Kirk had a child with Jasmine, who was a stripper at the time, resulting in a brief separation. Despite this, Rasheeda managed to forgive Kirk, but now history is being repeated. Kirk has been secretly seeing Jasmine once more, and she is expecting her second child with him. It's like watching a train crash in slow motion, everyone. Now, Kirk is attempting to make this whole thing seem like he is the victim, acting as though he has wanted to leave Rasheeda for years, but we all know that's just not. This is a standard cheater's cover-up for his most recent transgression. Fans of the show have been closely following Rasheeda's journey, and many are calling for her to finally leave Kirk. In my opinion, it's about time for her to do so. Behavior gets caught, then act as though you were happy the entire time. It appears like Rasheeda is finally deciding to put her happiness and well-being first after enduring Kirk's antics for far too long. But let's take a moment to discuss Kirk, because his actions throughout the years have been nothing short of. When Kirk Frost first appeared on the show, he was introduced as Rasheeda's supportive husband and manager who was committed to helping her realize her dreams in the music industry. The tension in the opulent loft was evident as Rasheeda Frost paced the living room, her mind racing, having recently discovered the truth about Kirk's infidelity, an affair that had undermined her trust and left her reeling. The evidence was indisputable, and she had decided that if Kirk wanted to play dirty, she would show him just how well. Rasheeda realized she needed to act because she could match his movements with a determined gleam in her eye. Her strategy for regaining power was the public announcement. She organized a press conference to make sure it would be the talk of the town. And as cameras and reporters gathered, the air was charged with excitement. Rasheeda arrived at the platform wearing an exquisite ensemble that exuded defiance and grace. Rasheeda's expression was a combination of calm and underlying passion. "Thank you, everyone, for coming," she said. starting off with a steady but enthusiastic tone. I want to be explicit about my next moves because I have some significant news to give. The reporters leaned in, their interest piqued, and Rasheeda went on. As many of you know, my relationship with Kirk Frost has recently faced some challenges. She paused to say the punchline. It's true, Kirk has been unfaithful, and the room erupted in whispers and flashbulbs. But Rasheeda wasn't done. This is where it gets interesting, she said with a confident smile. I'm moving on with a new person, not just moving on, who has been my sincere friend and partner. Right then, when Rasheeda's new lover appeared, he was tall, attractive, and emanated a sense of calm assurance that stood in stark contrast to the commotion all around them. With a fresh sense of enthusiasm, the reporters snapped images and asked questions. Who is he? And how did you two meet? Yelled one of the reporters. When she introduced him, Rasheeda's eyes glistened with delight. This is Adrian. We have been dating for some time, and he has been a kind friend during all the trials and tribulations, and I'm so happy to have him at my side as I begin this new phase. Definitely unconcerned by the media flurry, Adrian stood next to Rasheeda and gave the reporters a firm handshake and a friendly grin. He was definitely ready for the limelight and spoke with assurance. Rasheeda and I connected naturally after we were introduced by common friends. I'm glad to be supporting her and being a part of her future. The reporters were eager to get started, so the questions came flying, examining the specifics of Rasheeda's recent romance and how it all fits into her public persona. As the press conference came to a close, Rasheeda responded with a blend of composure and mischievous defiance, obviously relishing the chance to change the subject. The cameras continued to flash as Rasheeda regained control of her story. The television headlines would surely be ablaze with the news of her revelation, but Rasheeda was prepared. Rasheeda and Adrian went out together, their hands intertwined in a show of unity and new beginnings. Had transformed Kirk's betrayal into a potent declaration of her fortitude and readiness for a new beginning. With Adrian at her side, Rasheeda felt liberated as she walked into the night. She had weathered the storm of Kirk's infidelity with grace and strength, and now, with newfound hope and confidence, she was ready to face whatever lay ahead. After a tumultuous 25-year relationship, it appears to be love and hip-hop. The Atlanta star, Rasheeda has finally had enough, and she is ready to file for divorce from her husband. Rasheeda, tired of Kirk Frost's ongoing infidelities and dishonesty causing friction in their marriage, is prepared to end the relationship as per circulating rumors. One of Kirk's most notorious moments was his on-screen betrayal during a getaway on Love and Hip Hop. This scene became legendary for its drama and Kirk's obvious dishonesty about paternity when Rasheeda was pregnant in Season 2, which was a major. By Season 3, a drama bomb had completely upended their relationship. Even after years of highly public highs and lows, Kirk's decision to take a DNA test to prove paternity only made matters worse and left Rasheeda reeling. Their tumultuous marriage also led to dramatic confrontations with Charlene, Rasheeda's mother, who famously ran over Kirk's motorcycle in a fiery altercation. If the divorce rumors prove to be true, Rasheeda appears ready to regain control of her life and move on from a marriage that has been nothing less than a dramatic soap opera. For Rasheeda, a veteran cast member renowned for balancing her profession, family, and her tumultuous relationship with Kirk, it would undoubtedly be a monumental change. Following years of betrayal, it appears that Rasheeda is done playing second fiddle to Kirk Frost's deceit and cheating. opting to put her peace and happiness first as she leaves the turbulent union. Her journey has been one for the books, and many are supporting her decision to finally break off her relationship with Kirk Frost. Shocking and dramatic partnerships in hip-hop and love after over 25 years of crazy ups and downs. Atlanta was first introduced as the devoted spouse in love and hip-hop. Rasheeda paced the living room, her pulse pounding under the pressure of the rumors. She was stunned by what she had heard only a day before. There were rumors of a terrible betrayal, and the idea of it was intolerable. Kirk and her husband were involved in an affair that affected her more deeply than she could have imagined. Imagining taking a deep breath, she found the strength to face him. Kirk said, her voice a little shaky, "I've been hearing rumors about you and my mother, and I need the facts." For a while, Kirk's face went white, and he seemed truly perplexed. "What are you talking about, Rasheeda?" she interrupted, her rage brewing. "You can't keep denying this. I have proof. How could you do this to me, to us?" Kirk was obviously unprepared for the encounter based on his stuttering. "You were meant to be my confidant and partner, but instead you're skulking around with my own mother. How could you betray me in this way? Not what you think, your mom, and I don't think." She fired back incredulously. The weight of broken trust caused the tension in the room to crackle thick. In spite of all this drama, Rasheeda crossed her arms and stared at him, waiting for him to explain himself. However, the words seemed to get stuck in his throat, and his eyes darted around the room as though he was looking for a way out. For years, Rasheeda stayed by Kirk's side, yet it appears that his most recent betrayal of Jasmine Washington was the last straw, and it's hard to blame her. This isn't the first time Jasmine has strained their relationship. In season 6, it was revealed that Kirk had fathered a child with Jasmine.